A dangerous killer roams across different cities in America, killing couples on Valentine's Day. On one such Valentine's Day, we see a couple. They have made a very nice arrangement for themselves. With them is also a photographer, recording them from a distance. But suddenly, someone shoots an arrow and kills him. Now the boy calls the photographer, but he does not pick up the phone. And then, he too gets hit by an arrow. Seeing this, his girlfriend becomes very scared. She runs toward her car, but as arrows keep coming at her, she is forced to leave the car and run. While running, she hides in one place. And then, her mobile phone rings. As soon as she picks up the call, an arrow hits her leg. Actually, it was the killer who made the call, because he wanted to know her location. The girl once again runs to save her life and goes inside a warehouse. There, a man is already present. He tells her to go outside. The girl says that someone is outside who wants to kill her. And then, the killer also comes there and kills that man. To save herself, the girl hides inside a winemaking machine. But her breathing is very loud. The killer hears it, and the next moment, he climbs on top of the machine. After that, he kills the girl too. Here, we see Hard Eyes, who wears a mask. On his eyes, hearts are drawn. That's why he is called Hard Eyes. And just like that, 1 year passes. Once again, Valentine's Day is about to come. On the news channels, it's all about Hard Eyes. Everywhere, there is an atmosphere of fear because this time too he will definitely kill someone. On the other side, we're shown a girl named Ellie, who is very stressed with her work. Her boyfriend, with whom she had broken up, is now with someone else. That's why she feels very upset. With her is also her friend. Both of them are sitting in a coffee house. Ellie goes to get her coffee, where she meets a guy named Jay. They start talking to each other, and suddenly something falls down. Both of them bend down together, and their heads bump. Jay's nose starts bleeding, but Ellie has to leave from there because it's time for her office. She works as a designer in a jewelry company, but today, her boss is very angry with her. The ad Ellie created is giving very negative publicity to the company. In it, she had shown a couple dying, and because of that, Ellie's job is now at risk. At the same time, the company owner introduces a new employee. It is none other than Jay, the same guy Ellie had met earlier at the coffee house. The owner says, "This is our consulting advertiser." She tells Ellie, "You both will work together and create a positive, romantic ad for the company." Both of them agree. Jay then says to Ellie, "Why don't we go for dinner tonight?" Ellie agrees. Meanwhile, we are shown two detectives, Detective Hobbs and Detective Shaw. They go to the place where the killer had murdered the girl inside the wine machine. There, they find a ring. Detective Hobbs says the killer is a male. But Detective Shaw says it could also be a female who was betrayed in love, lost her mental balance, and is now killing people. Actually, from the ring they found, it can't be determined whether it belongs to a male or female. They also find a photo of the killer, taken by the cameraman who was the first one murdered. But the photo is very blurry. It is impossible to identify him from it. That night, we see Jay and Ellie go to a restaurant for dinner. There, Ellie's ex-boyfriend also shows up with his new girlfriend. Seeing this, Ellie becomes upset. She wants her ex to feel the same way, so she kisses Jay. Later, she apologizes to Jay for the kiss. But in the moment when the two of them kissed, from a distance Hard Eyes was watching them, which means they're his next targets. Jay drives Ellie home, but when they reach, she realizes that she forgot her house keys back at the restaurant. To help her, Jay breaks the glass of her door and unlocks it from inside, but his hand gets injured. Ellie invites him inside. As she opens the cupboard to take out the first aid box, inside is the masked killer. Seeing him, Ellie screams loudly. She tries to shut the cupboard door, but Hard Eyes comes out. He attacks her with his crossbow. Luckily, his aim misses. Jay then attacks him. At that moment, Ellie hits the killer on the head with a vase from behind. Both Ellie and Jay run out of the house, but Hard Eyes is still chasing them. They keep running until they reach an old abandoned house, trying to save their lives. The place is silent all around. They think Hard Eyes can't reach them anymore. But suddenly, he appears there and attacks Ellie. Jay fights him to save her, but Hard Eyes pushes him hard. Jay hits his head and falls unconscious. Ellie manages to escape from there, running as fast as she can. She reaches an amusement park filled with many rides. She hides in one spot, but the killer is very cunning. He finds her. He attacks her several times, but Ellie manages to escape each time. Then Ellie kicks him, and he falls far away. But before he can get up and attack her again, a police car arrives. Because of this, Hard Eyes runs away. After that, the police take Ellie with them. She sees that Jay is sitting in the car. But now he is angry with her because when he was unconscious, Ellie ran away and left him behind. Ellie tries to explain to him, but he doesn't want to hear anything she says. Meanwhile, the detectives suspect that Jay is actually Hard Eyes because they found a mask and his crossbow with him. They take him to the police station for investigation, where they show him the same ring that was found at the earlier crime scene. But Jay says, "That's not my ring. I've never even been engaged." Hearing this makes Detective Hobbs angry, but Detective Shaw tells him to let Jay go outside. Then she asks Jay, "How long have you and Ellie been together?" He replies, "I came from New York, and I met Ellie for the very first time this morning." At the same time, Ellie is shown outside, asking about Jay. A lady officer tells her, "I'll let you know right now," and then she goes inside to ask about Jay. Ellie, while running, reaches the cabin where Jay is. His hands are in handcuffs. He cannot escape. He asks Ellie to bring the key for the cuffs. Ellie goes to get the key, but now Hard Eyes enters the cabin and attacks Jay. Jay tries to save his life. Before Hard Eyes can kill him, Ellie fires bullets from outside at the killer. He escapes to save his life, and Ellie unlocks Jay's handcuffs. Both of them run out from there. Hard Eyes is still chasing them. Running, they reach an open theater. Hard Eyes continues to follow. To hide from him, they go inside a van where a couple is already sitting. Seeing them, the couple starts screaming. Hard Eyes arrives there too and kills the couple. Chaos spreads everywhere because everyone realizes Hard Eyes has come, killing every person who crosses his path. Ellie decides she will no longer run. She will face Hard Eyes. Jay agrees to stand with her. They set a trap for him. Jay fights him, but once again he cannot stand against Hard Eyes. Before the killer can kill Jay, Ellie attacks him from behind. Together, Ellie and Jay kill Hard Eyes. A few moments later, the police arrive. They congratulate the two and say, "For 10 years we have tried to catch Hard Eyes, and today, by killing him, you've greatly helped the police." Detective Shaw also arrives. Until now, she suspected Jay was Hard Eyes. But now, with the killer dead, she is sure Jay is not Hard Eyes. She says to him, "Can I give you a ride?" Jay replies, "Yes, I need to go to the airport." Today, Jay is leaving the city. After this, Ellie also returns to her home, but she is missing Jay very much. Just then, she receives a call from her friend. Her friend motivates her and says, "You should go to the airport and stop Jay, because I know you love him." Ellie listens to her and goes to the airport. But at the airport, she doesn't find Jay anywhere. Suddenly, she receives a phone call. A man threatens her and says, "If you want to see Jay alive, come alone to the address I give you." In the background, Ellie hears Jay screaming. She reaches the place, which turns out to be an old church. When Ellie goes inside, she finds Jay tied up. Behind him stands Hard Eyes, which means Hard Eyes is still alive. Hard Eyes removes his mask, and it is David, the same man who had asked Ellie for coffee at the police station. Along with him is Detective Shaw. It is revealed that Hard Eyes is not one person, but two, Detective Shaw and David. Actually, they are girlfriend and boyfriend. The Hard Eyes that Ellie and Jay had killed earlier was David's friend, who used to work with them. But these two are the real masterminds who have been killing people for the past 10 years. Ellie asks them, "Why did you choose us? We aren't even boyfriend and girlfriend." Detective Shaw answers, "That day, our target was your ex-boyfriend and his new girlfriend. But when we saw you two kissing, we decided to kill you instead." She adds, "If you don't love this boy, there's a pistol in front of you. Pick it up, kill him, and walk away." Ellie is completely confused. She picks up the pistol and points it to her own head. But then she turns it and fires at Jay. Jay is shot, But Ellie had aimed in such a way that the bullet passes through his body and hits Detective Shaw behind him, injuring her. Ellie now tries to escape with Jay. But once again, both of them are captured. On one side, David is attacking Jay. On the other, Detective Shaw tries to kill Ellie. But Ellie doesn't give up. She fights back and manages to kill Detective Shaw. On the other side, we see Jay, who pushes David onto burning candles, injuring him. David still tries to move toward them to kill them, but because of his injuries, he cannot walk properly. Taking advantage of this, Jay kills him. Now all of the Hard Eyes killers are dead. A few days later, we see Ellie and Jay again. By now, they have fallen in love with each other. The two of them go to watch a movie at the open theater. There, Ellie proposes marriage to Jay. He says yes. Just then, Ellie receives a phone call. On the line is a very frightening voice, threatening her. Ellie gets scared, thinking Hard Eyes is still alive. But it turns out to be just a prank call from Ellie's friend. Her friend says, "I'm really happy for both of you." And with this, the movie ends.